going on, y'all? This is your boy Chris Banks, aka BanksC06. You can follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/BanksC06, or you can subscribe to my YouTube page at BanksC06. Today, what we're going to be talking about is artist-friendly deals. This is part 2 of my series of benefits of signing with an independent record label versus a major record label in the year 2012 for up-and-coming artists. And we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. When you look at the contracts that independent record labels have to offer, and I'll be referring to independent as indies, you find that on indies, the artist can get more of the profits, and I just think that that's beneficial for the artist who is investing their time into their craft and their touring and things like that. So why wouldn't the artist want to get more of the profits? Not only that, but you find that the artists have more creative control. And when I say creative control, I mean you find that they have more input on the sound of the music. They have more input on the look, their image, their promotional material, marketing material, and they also have more input on what singles should go out, what should be heard, which is always important when you start talking about the overall appearance of the album and the overall reception of the album from the record label to the fans. You also look at the fact that independent record labels won't, 9 times out of 10, lock the artist into a multi-album or a prolonged term deal. That falls within the favor of the artist, because, you know, if the artists are progressing forward and the deal isn't favorable, who wants to be locked into a deal where they can't get out? So you got to put out 10 albums, you're kind of stuck. And you really want to take a classic example, you just kind of go with Prince, and why he kind of had to go and revert back to the artist formerly known as Prince. If you don't know about that situation, I suggest that you Google it. And we move right on to the major record labels and what some of the negative side is to signing with the major record label. When you look at major record label contracts, they usually are prolonged term, longer deals, and they usually are multi-album deals, which means that you have to release at least 2 in order to kind of get out of the contract or meet the needs or the terms or agreements that the contract was signed under, which is not always beneficial for the artist. And one of the main things about major record labels now is, in the year 2012, 360 deals for major record labels are becoming more and more prevalent. And for all of you all who don't know what a 360 deal is, well, here's a little bit on it. 360 deal is pretty much where the record label takes an advance and they give it to the artist in return for the recoup, or the money that was made from the artist coming back to the record label, a percentage of that coming back to them off of everything. And when I say everything, I mean you have recorded music, you have touring, live performances, you have merchandise, etc., etc., and it goes on and on and on and on. And a lot of artists don't like that, because that's everything. Everything, pretty much, no matter what you do, the record label gets a piece of that, and you have to be careful of that. So if you have any more questions on that, then I suggest you Google that as well. And last but not least, for right now in this series, the artists have less creative control. The major record labels are going to tell you, okay, we think that this is a good single to put out. We think that this is the look that you should go with, and we like this sound for you. You might have some control, but it won't be as much as on some record labels. It depends on the major record label, and it depends on where you are. So those are a lot of things that could, yay or nay, weigh in on, you know, whether or not it makes a good deal for you if you go to a major or not. But you kind of have to take the chance. It's like a gamble, rolling the dice. And that's really kind of the reason why I feel like in the year 2012, it's better for an upcoming artist to sign with the independent record label. Take the time out to develop your craft. Take the time out to have the independent record label invest in you, so that when you're ready, you can make the jump to a major record label and have them invest more time, more money, and a more direct deal spent on you. Once again, I am Chris Banks. You can follow me on Twitter. That's www.twitter.com/BanksC06, or you can subscribe to my YouTube page at BanksC06. Peace.